Greetings and welcome to Growth Hacking Secrets. I'm your host, Mohammed Siddique from Atlanta, Georgia, and the co author of New Success Secrets available on Amazon. On this episode, we have a special guest, Abel Pacheco. Abel is a commercial real estate investor, the podcast host of Passive Investing in a Multifamily. Please join me to give a warm welcome to our guest, Abel Pacheco.
Hello,
Abel,
hello. Hey, thank you
welcome.
very much for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited. Very, very appreciative that you'd have me on the show.
Before we start, I just wanted you to know that publicly compliment. I love your hairstyle, man.
Thank you very much. It's one that took me a few years to get to, but I've finally achieved it.
So, Abel, let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who you were surrounded with that inspired you to start into like a multifamily that to generate passive income for many investors? You.
Sure. Yeah, I'm originally from Corpus Christi, Texas. So I grew up near the beach. I moved to San Antonio, Texas, the Alamo City. I've been a tech and W-2 employee, so sales, tech, IT, hosting, and I did that for a number of years. Well, what I did was I invested all the way through my W-2 career, starting in 2008 in real estate. So I realized the moment I stopped selling, the moment the commission would stop coming in. So I figured I have to invest for the future. And that's what I did for 10 years. It took 10 years to buy a total of 8 properties. So myself and my wife working together, working really hard. But I look back and I go, well, I've been doing something for 10 years. I heard that real estate makes many millionaires. Why am I not one yet? I was making a good W-2 income. I was investing in properties, and it just didn't work. And right around 2018, I started taking education, classes, courses, a ton of work. I started talking to mentors and coaches, and I went from it took me 10 years to get 8, and then in the next 2 years, we went from 8 to 800 doors in commercial multifamily via syndication, and that was the success formula right there for us, anyways. But it's
Wonderful.
nice to be here.
Wonderful. That's a great change. You just added 2 zeros on the right side when it comes in number of properties.
Yeah, very simple. It's 2 0. There's the simple we can go from the interview now. Just add
Yeah.
2 more zeros.
2 more zeros. If you want to add 2 more zeros, you really owe it to yourself to have the conversation with my guest. That's why you're joining this call. Keep watching. So, Abel, before we talk about how to make more money and let's learn from what other people. I'm sure you have done all possible mistakes. What's on the books? So, what are the top 3 mistakes to avoid when it comes to investing in multifamily?
Yeah, the biggest 3 that I see people fail, and I've made myself, is not vetting the deal, the team, and the market. Those are the 3 things that, whether you're a passive investor in someone else's deal and you're leveraging somebody else's expertise, knowledge, or an active investor and it's your deal, you're the person leading it. You really need to spend a lot of time vetting the deal, the mechanics of it, the comps in the area, figuring out, am I buying at the right basis? Do I have the right plan? Am I creating the right exit strategy in advance of even purchasing the deal? The market, do I have the right market mechanics? Do I have population growth? Do I have supply and demand? Am I looking at how those things come together? And also the team. Is the team the appropriate one for the market and the deal? And if all 3 of those things come together, you feel much more confident. You go about it in a success mindset. So the biggest mistakes are just not digging deep enough into the deal, the market, and the team.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, you're not as good as you think. You are better, man. The way you explained it makes sense.
Well, I try to I make it as simple as possible for myself, really to understand. If you know me pretty well, I've made all kinds of mistakes, and mainly it's a lot of overcomplication. And when it's simplified down to the basic, it's much easier to have a plan, a strategy, an execution, go-to plan. That's a lot of reasons why people fail up front is. And there's that old adage, right? It's if you plan to fail, then okay, well, I failed to plan to fail.
Yeah, wonderful. So before we talk about successes, do you mind sharing your biggest failure of real estate investing? What
Yeah.
did you learn from it, and how did you recover from that?
Well, my one of my biggest failures in real estate was actually on a single family property. That's what pushed me to multifamily. We bought a property that was, I don't know, $150,000 ish in San Antonio, Texas. So that actually goes a long way if you're in the West Coast or East Coast listening to this. We had a decent 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. It was nice. I rented it out for a number of years. It brought me a good cash flow, positive, good return every month. I think I bought it on a Wednesday and had it rented on a Thursday. And on a Thursday, I had first month's rent. I had last month's rent. I had a deposit in hand. And my mortgage was a couple months behind. So I was sitting in a very cash flow positive position. The house was nice. It wasn't immaculate, but it was a nice house, clean, comfortable, safe. I rented it out to a number of renters for a number of years. Checks kept coming in, so I didn't think anything of it. Fast forward 3 or 4 years later, what I did not do on that single family house was enough due diligence on the renters, on the property. I didn't go buy enough. I didn't actually do my quarterly inspection or at least a bi-yearly inspection. I did nothing. And when they told me they were leaving, I said, great. Thank you for being a great renter. You paid your rent on time. It was amazing. No issues, no problems. But when I went to go do an inspection on this house, there was a huge, like a 40 cubic yard, trash, bin in the driveway. And I'll clue you in. Anytime you go to a house and there is one of those commercial style things in front of your house to dump all the trash, then it's never a good situation. There was car parts, there was old terrariums, there was animals, the carpets were gone. It was one of the worst houses that I've ever been to. It went from clean, comfortable, safe to unlivable. And it cost me, $25,000-$30,000 to renovate that house to get it ready to rent again. That killed my investment. So that's really what pushed me over to multifamily, because I wanted to leverage the power of real estate, but I had to be realistic with myself and realize I was not the person to go out to 10 different single family houses on a regular basis, in addition to a W-2 job. And in multifamily, you have experts, you have pros. They're on your property. They're living there. They are working there full time. You're leveraging the power of a team, other people's time, energy, effort, and so that was my biggest mistake there. And the way I correct it now is leveraging the right people to help you in this investment, to make sure all these checks are crossed off. One of them being a regular inspection and a walkthrough of your property.
And they won't do it that one. Thank you so much being vulnerable and sharing your biggest failure story. So let's switch the side. Let's talk about your successes. So what are the top 3 secrets of your success? Promise us, Abel, you are going to give us your best ones. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I think really for me, it's realizing, again, I think my shortcomings and trying to build a team that will complement my biggest strengths. Instead of focusing on my weaknesses, I focus on my strengths. I love talking to people. I love building relationships. I love networking. I enjoy leadership. I enjoy building a team. And that building of the team is really what I've been able to do. I leverage now other people's time, other people's knowledge, other people's expertise. We do leverage other people's money from the bank. The bank does a great job at pulling all the money together, and we're leveraging other people's money. However, from my side, it's build the best possible team you can. I'm reading a really good book right now by, I think, Donald Miller, and it's Who, Not How. And that book is a really succinct version of this. It's you're trying to leverage the best possible people. There are people in commercial real estate in my space that have 20, 30 plus years of experience. Well, if I added that to my current age, I'm going to be old and gray before I can apply it. But instead, I can just put them on my team, and now I've got an expert, and we're creating the best possible team with the best possible experts that are in my network. And that's how I think that's really the shortcut to success, if I could.
Yeah, wonderful. No, that is amazing. So, Abel, I am ready for the lightning round. We just started this new segment inside, which is a
Yeah.
quick question and a quick answer. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, what's the most impactful book you have read,
Oh
and
yeah.
and what did you learn from it?
Well, the most impactful, I have it right here. It's How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This book is just outstanding. It is leadership 101, 201, 301, interrelationships, how to master them, and it's amazing. So I highly recommend this one.
Wonderful. Thank you. By the way, personal question, if you don't mind, how young are you?
I am 41. I'm 41 years.
Abel, you are not 41. I can tell you for sure. You are 18 with the 23 years experience.
I'm not 41 years old, huh? 18 with 23 years of experience. I love it. I love that. You know what? That's 100% right. 100% right, brother.
Wonderful. Well, last question about in lightning round. What you want to do when you grow up?
I love it. I love it, Mr. Mohammed Siddique. Yeah, this has been a great, fun conversation. You know what? When I grow up, I want to build. I want to be a team builder, a community builder, and right now I'm leveraging that through commercial multifamily real estate. But I see the horizon broadening to commercial real estate in general, bigger deals, bigger opportunities, and I want to continue to build a portfolio that I can also leverage to help other people, to impact other people, whether that's by giving time, energy, knowledge, or literal financial resources to organizations that I want to benefit, and I want them to benefit from what we're doing. So that's kind of what I see when I grow up.
Wonderful, amazing plan. How the growth hacking secrets community can outreach to you?
Easiest way is go to our website, 5tcre.com. It's short for 5 Talents Commercial Real Estate. So 5tcre.com. And on there's a wealth of knowledge. We put out a lot of educational content on how to invest, how we put deals together. You can set up time to talk with us. We got some free ebooks, et cetera, et cetera. But thank you very much for allowing me.
Wonderful. 5tcre.com.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple. Number 5, T like Tom, CRE, commercial real estate. That's it. .com. Very, very simple name. So go visit and check that out. And by the way, do you also have a podcast where you are helping other people to understand this whole complex theory of multifamily into simple words? Who is your ideal guest?
Well, pretty soon you're going to be one of my ideal guests. I'm going to have you on a show. That's 100%. But the ideal guests are anybody that's on a journey or has created wealth for themselves and feels comfortable sharing it with other people. Specifically through commercial real estate is we've done 100 episodes. Probably about 90 of those episodes are true commercial real estate investors. People like Grant Cardone, we have had him on our podcast. We were able to interview Sharon Lechter, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, or co-author with Kiyosaki, Greg Reed as well, and just individuals that can share their knowledge. So I would definitely love to have you on a show. I think you'd be an amazing guest, brother.
Wonderful. You have my yes because you said yes to me. How can I say no? Come on, you're stepping live situation.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll put you on the spot. This is the best place to do it.
That's the best way that's how you get a yes from somebody. Just do it in a live show.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. By the way, why someone should be listening to your podcast?
Well, I think anybody that has a little fear, a little trepidation, concern, they just have had a lot of education before, but haven't been able to take action. Those are the people that I really believe end up benefiting the most, because there are story upon story upon story of individuals that are everyday average people like myself, and just were able to take action. And if you need a little inspiration to do so, this is a great podcast to listen to.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Abel, for sharing your wisdom with us today. What would you say as a final word?
For me, it's a lot about faith. I'm a Christ follower myself, but no matter what background or religion or anything you come, whoever you are on that side, if you have faith in your abilities and the outcome, no matter what you do, as long as you don't quit, you're gonna have success. You just got to keep pushing forward, keep pushing on. With success, you can absolutely do it. Don't give up. it's okay to be afraid. Just keep pushing through. You're going to have obstacles and challenges, but don't ever quit, and you'll absolutely hit your goals.
Wonderful. You absolutely hit your goal. That's the purpose. With that one, thank you so much, Abel, for sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of Growth Hacking Secrets community and our entire team. We really appreciate you. This is Mohammed Siddique signing off from Atlanta, Georgia. Until the next episode, all good wishes.
Thank you.